Have you ever really stopped to think about what makes a service visit perfect? I mean, it's got to be more than just fixing a broken part, right? Well, today, we're going to break down the anatomy of an absolutely flawless service visit. We're talking about turning a routine call into an experience that gets you those 5-star reviews and customers for life. Let's dive in.
So, to really get to the heart of this, we have to start with a big question. What's the actual difference between a fix and a solution? Now, they might sound like the same thing, but believe me, in the world of customer service, they are miles apart.
And here it is. It's really that simple. A fix, well, that just solves a technical problem. A solution, on the other hand, creates a happy, confident, and most importantly, a loyal customer. And this whole protocol we're about to walk through, it's all designed to deliver that solution every single time.
All right, so how do we start building that perfect solution? It actually starts way before you even ring the customer's doorbell. This is section 1, where preparation meets professionalism. This is what sets the entire tone for everything that's about to happen.
Look, I know this might seem like basic stuff, but these points are absolutely critical. Arriving on time, having a clean uniform, a visible ID, proper grooming. These aren't just, nice suggestions. They are the non-negotiable first steps to building trust right out of the gate.
And here's why it matters so much. Your appearance isn't about looking good for the sake of it. No, it's a promise. It's a silent signal that you're competent, you're reliable, and you respect the customer's home and their time. You're literally replacing their anxiety about a broken thing with confidence in you, the professional.
Okay, so you look the part, you've made a great first impression, now comes the next critical phase, that first 60 seconds of actual interaction. This is where you go from a visual promise to actively building real trust through communication. And the process for this, it's incredibly simple, but man, is it powerful. First, greet them, introduce yourself and the company. Then, and this is key, you listen, really listen to their problem without jumping in. And finally, you repeat the issue back to them. That one little act of confirming you understand, it's huge. It shows them you're on their team. This quote from the service protocol really just sums it all up, doesn't it? Your attitude is the thread that needs to run through the entire visit. A polite, confident, and respectful vibe isn't just for the first hello. It projects competence and control from the moment you walk in to the moment you leave. All right, now we're getting to the core of the visit, the actual technical work. But here's the thing. Being an expert isn't just about knowing how to do the repair. It's about how you do it, and transparency is everything here. These are the fundamentals of being a pro. You follow the established guidelines. You treat the product, which is the customer's property, remember, with care, and you work safely. And, so importantly, if you hit a snag or a part is needed, you communicate that right away. The golden rule is no surprises. Okay, this is one of my favorite parts of this whole thing. Just look at the difference here. Technical jargon just creates confusion, maybe even a little bit of anxiety, but simple terms that focus on the benefit for the customer, that creates understanding and reassurance. You're not just fixing a machine, you're restoring their peace of mind.
So this brings us to what feels like the climax of the technical work. The new part is in, the wires are all connected, but are you done? Oh no, not even close. Now you have to prove that the problem is actually solved.
And this is such a critical distinction to make. The repair, the technical task, might be complete, but the real job, delivering that solution we talked about at the beginning, well, that has one more crucial phase.
So how do you do it, right? How do you go from just saying, yep, it's fixed, to actually demonstrating a complete resolution and making sure the customer feels it too?
It's a pretty straightforward 3-step process. First, you show them it works. Don't just tell them, show them. Second, you ask, does this meet your expectation? This puts them in the driver's seat. And third, you get their explicit agreement that they're satisfied. This closes the loop completely and pretty much guarantees you won't get a follow-up call.
And here we are at the final stage. The work is done, the fix has been verified, now it's time for the professional finish, those little actions that lock in the entire positive experience and leave a lasting impression.
Think of this checklist as the final polish on a job well done. Yeah, get the signature, that's a given. But then, add value. Offer a quick tip on product care. Invite them to give feedback. That shows you actually value their opinion. And finally, a simple, sincere thank you for their business and their trust. It really, really matters. You know, when you boil it all down, nothing in this whole process is just a box to check. From that first handshake to the final thank you,
Every single step is another chance to build and strengthen that foundation of customer trust.
And what's the end game? What's the ultimate result of following this whole protocol? It's right here. It's a customer who walks away feeling not just that their machine is working again, but that they were professionally attended, technically supported, and truly satisfied. That's the trifecta.
And that's really the big picture, isn't it? This is about so much more than just one service call. Every single visit you do this way becomes a powerful statement about the quality, the care, and the sheer professionalism of your entire brand.
So there you have it. We've just walked through the complete blueprint for the perfect service visit, from that very first impression to the final farewell. The only question left is, how are you going to use this blueprint to build not just solutions, but an absolutely rock-solid reputation?
Namma Vilash.